So I'm here to tell the untold story about behind the collaborative development of the insert page number wizard. And which one is forward? Okay, so the story starts off with bug reporters a number of years ago. They request that the page number insertion be simpler. And us tech people think, well, it wasn't that hard to start off with, so how can you make it much simpler? But there's a number of duplicate bug reports. And it was also my father-in-law's first question when he started using LibreOffice. When I switched our work to it, I had only 2 pages worth of documentation on how to switch from the competitor. But inserting a page number was one of those things. And I've even seen in technical forms people saying it's a deal breaker for them. I couldn't figure it out. I just walked away. So. So then we had a client who said, well, we want to pay for some of the biggest user problems that are out there. And Collabora brought a list to them. This was one of the things on the list. And they said, yeah, let's go for it. So like, first off, how awesome is that? You have a client that comes to you and says, we'd like to solve some of the biggest problems that people have reported out there. But of course, it's good for them too, because in this case, the German government is going to have a lot of people using it. And a lot of those users are probably going to be basic users, and this would trip them up. So it's good. And so this way we each benefit from each other's strengths. And that's what open source is all about. So Collabora went ahead and implemented that. Paris did a really good job. He built all the fundamentals down perfectly. And all the functionality that the competitors had was there. So this is something that would be hard for a volunteer to do. You got to pull in lots of different pieces from all over the code. And the bug report had been out there for 10 years. Nobody had worked on it. So that was great. Once the fundamentals were in and the community stepped up, they said, well, we'd like to have the defaults to be in the center, but if you do a left or right, typically it's going to be in a booklet or something, you'd like to have it mirrored. So they had the option to mirror it and also add the page total option. And then at least often, like if your content pages, you'd want the numbering to be in Roman numerals where the main body would be in Arabic or something. So that option is added in there as well. And then of course, the community is always involved in icons and help pages and translations. So lots of different effort there. And then QA stepped in at the end and polished off some rough edges. So Collabora's QA added some accessibility limitations. They solved that for keyboard access, and TDF's QA identified some crashing that was introduced by community commits. And so in the end, very well done, everybody. It's a really big win for the basic users. And I think it's a beautiful example of everybody working together in their best capacities to do a great job. This is something that didn't get mentioned by the media. They didn't think it was a big deal. So I'm happy to showcase it here because I think it was an excellent win for LibreOffice and the online community. Thank you.